Okay. Question 28. So on video now. Sorry, 29. So we're asked to rewrite the expression in the form c squared minus ax plus b squared. Hence or otherwise find the values of x to give the maximum value of the expression. Find that maximum value. Okay, step 1 is write down your ax minus x squared. To do this, we'll always take out minus 1. Minus 1 bracket minus ax plus x squared. Then we transfer the x squared in front of the minus ax to have it the way we would have had it before. Okay, on the other side, you're now going to work with your x squared minus ax only. You have the 8 value, the minus 8 value, the value that comes in front of the x. Where you're going to get is x minus 4 squared. Multiply this out. You're going to get x squared minus ax plus 16. The problem is, you used to have plus 0. Now there's a plus 16 at the end. To fix this problem, you introduce a minus 16 at the end. Just reverts it back to what the value was originally. Put it back the way it was, x minus 4 squared minus 16. Okay. Go over to the other side and now put in these values. Minus 1 brackets minus 1 bracket x minus 4 squared minus 16. Yes. Okay. Minus 1 bracket x minus 4 squared. You're going to multiply in by it. And when you multiply in, you're going to get minus x minus 4 squared. And you're going to get plus 16. Put it in front. 16 minus x minus 4 squared. Is that in the is that presented the way we wanted it to be presented?
No.
Okay, so we gotta write down what it is. It's c squared minus ax plus b squared. What we can say is c squared is 16. So you can change that to 4 squared if you want. So 4 squared. So it's going to be c equals 4, a equals 1, and b equals
4.
Minus 4. So c equals 4, a equals 1, b equals minus 4. Now, the next thing they want is the maximum and minimum value. This we're going to do over here. Okay?
It's just maximum.
Now, to have a maximum value, what we'd like here is we would like this part here. This part here is a perfect square. Perfect square's minimum value is 0. We need to find a way to turn this into a 0. So how do you turn x minus 4 squared into 0 squared?
Plus 4.
X equals plus 4. Now it's 0 squared. Now that's to get your maximum value, x equals 4, because it's going to be 16 minus the smallest number possible. This is why it's a maximum value. 16 minus 0 squared is 16. The maximum value is 16 when x equals 4.
Why aren't you multiplying
This one here. This one here is the following, okay? It tells us, gives us a hint at the start. And all the way through this exercise, we've only ever dealt with x squareds or minus x squareds. Therefore, we're going to keep the same thing going. If we see 2x squared, we're going to divide by 2. If we see 5x squared, we'll divide by 5. It's the same pattern. So you divide by 2 and you end up with x squared plus 6x plus 25. As with before, you ignore the outside and you concentrate solely on the inside. What's half the coefficient of x? The coefficient of x means the number that comes in front of x. It's 3. So we're going to use x plus 3 squared. What we've always done is the technique. We got to make a perfect square out of it because it wants a perfect square. To make a perfect square, you always, and I mean always, have the number that comes in front of x. Okay? So what you're going to get is the 2 still on the outside. You're going to get x plus 3 squared. Now, we're going to multiply out x plus 3 squared to see what it is. It's going to be x squared plus 6x plus 9. The problem is we didn't have a 9, we had a 25. So how do we fix that situation? Plus 16. Now, revert it back the way it was, and you're going to get 2 times x plus 3 squared. That accounts for this part here, and you have your 16 at the end. Now, we got to compare it to what they wanted us to present it like. So it's going to be 2 brackets x plus a squared plus, what letter did they use?
C squared.
B squared this time. Now, 16 is not being squared, is it?
No.
So we can change 16 into
4.
4 squared. A equals 3, B equals 4. We're now asked for the minimum value, right? The minimum value? Okay, so what we had only a matter of a second ago was this. Okay, 16. I'm just going to put back the 16. It wants this to be as small as possible. Once again, what am I telling you is about the... To make the perfect square as small as possible, as to give it a minimum value overall, we need to say x is minus 3. Once x is minus 3, what we're going to be left with is 0 squared plus 16. 2 times 0 squared plus 16 is 32. The minimum value is 32. How many people got that?
I did.